Hello everyone, my name is Linda Tolbert. Thank you so much, first of all, for engaging in this very important process as we pick our next area medical director for Fontana and Ontario. I'm delighted and privileged to be a candidate. So here's my story. I am a mother of three. I have a 24-year-old college graduate, a 19-year-old sophomore in college, and a 13-year-old rising high schooler. I'm married to my husband, William, who's an anesthesiologist, for 28 years. I finished medical school in 1984 and subsequently did a residency in internal medicine first and then a dermatology residency second. I'm board certified in both internal medicine and dermatology. I also was able to attain a law degree and in addition a master's in public health. I joined Kaiser Permanente full-time in 1993, having worked part-time in the late 80s, notably at Fontana Medical Center. When I joined full-time, it was at Sunset, and I was able to serve in a variety of capacities there as a full-time clinical physician, as well as attaining some leadership roles. I served as the chair of the Risk Management Committee, and then I was elected to the board of directors for 2 terms. I subsequently became the chief of service of dermatology and later on an area assistant medical director. During that period of time at Sunset, from 1993 to 2008, my last couple of years were actually spent in full-time clinical practice after I successfully transitioned from my assistant area medical director role of quality and regulatory services when we transitioned to a new team, and I stayed on with that new team for 6 months and then went back into full-time clinical practice, which I thoroughly enjoyed. During that period of time, I was actually asked by Fontana to come and help because they needed help, and at Sunset we were a pretty good nexus at that point. So I was able to do that about a day and a half a week, Wednesday evenings and all day Saturday. During that period of time, we also, as our kids were growing, we changed schools. They went to school in Pasadena, and we actually moved from the Hollywood area to the Pasadena area. I was then asked if I could work at Fontana full-time, and I subsequently agreed to do so. After weighing all of the options, Fontana certainly needed the help, and I had actually moved further away, so my commute was actually equal in terms of time, pretty much, although admittedly Fontana is a further distance. But it's been a wonderful experience, and I'm delighted to have made that choice. My first year and a half or so at Fontana, I was able to serve on the Thrive Council, and in addition, later on, like 2010, I became Chief of Service of Dermatology at Fontana. In 2013, I was able to attain the role of the Regional Chief for Dermatology for Southern California from Permanente Medical Group. It's been a delight, it's been a privilege, and now I'm at that juncture, we are at that juncture where we need to unify. I recognize we have our challenges, both in terms of how departments interact. We have space limitations. We have lots of things happening with all of our new growth. I think that I am very well qualified and poised to become the next area medical director for Fontana and Ontario, and I really believe in inclusion, transparency, and accountability. I would ask that you take that journey with me, and I know that together we will become the premier medical group in Southern California. I thank you for your time, I thank you for your confidence, and I ask humbly for your support in this endeavor. If you have any further questions whatsoever, certainly by all means reach out to me directly. My cell phone number is 213-364-8332. My office number is 909-427-6593, and my email, linda.d.tolbert@kp.org. I also refer you to my personal statement and CV that has been posted on SharePoint. Thank you so much for your time and attention, and I look forward to working with you in the future. Take care.